So what is PEERS program? What is PEERS intervention? So PEERS is an international program. If I'm not mistaken, PEERS program has been translated almost a dozen languages. So for example, in Hebrew or in Israel, there's also research there. In Hong Kong, Japan, Korea, and a few more countries. And one of it is in Netherlands. So my group of research, my supervisors particularly translated the program into Dutch. Okay? It's also evidence-based. Like I mentioned, the content is scientifically proven, and the intervention also has been investigated by a lot of people, by a lot of researchers, and it's proven effective. Ecologically valid. Okay, we study on what socially successful people do and break down into steps. Okay? For young people with ASD from 12 to 18, so this one is for the social skills training for the teens, the yellow one. Peers also have program in school-based as well as young adults. Okay, so they learn how to make friends and maintain friendships. They have 14-week session. Of each session is 90 minutes, and it involves parent group. They have adolescents and parent group at the same time, and it's also a small group of adolescents, of teens. So I want to bring the international evidences where this group of researchers did, we called it a randomized control trial. So RCT is the highest hierarchy in research. So if you do a randomized control trial and it's proven effective, so it's considered a positive one. So these are from China, this is from Dutch, and this few more in US as well. So it's PEERS. It's been introduced by Dr. Elizabeth Logerson from UCLA University. So it's evidence-based method for teaching social skills. It's a group format from consists of 7 to 10 people. It's didactic instruction. Didactic instruction means you focus on a certain topic, and then you do a role play during the session itself. Also parent assisted role play, and modeling means that you practice on the same day during the session, and how to, for example, the topic for that day is that how to make conversation, how to sleep in a conversation. So they practice among themselves and ask perspective taking questions, and also after they go back, after they finish with the session, they will combine with the parents and discuss more on the homework assignments, and parents as a social coaching at home to help the children to do the homework. Okay, so these are the overview of the PEERS intervention. So what are they talking on 14 weeks session? So the first thing that PEERS introduced is the communication, the conversation skills, how to trade information, how to make other people understand what you want to say, okay? How to find common interests in conversation skills, how to understand the non-verbal communication. Okay, peers also teach electronic communication, how to choose appropriate friends, okay, how to identify peer group, which the group that you like, how to identify clubs or societies that you like, okay? And then appropriate peer entry strategies, how to enter group conversation, how to exit conversation. Peers also teach good partnerships, and also get together. Get together means that being a good host, or you being a host, you invite other people to your home, or you go to other people's home, like being a guest during get together with your friends, what you need to do, and what are the do and don'ts during get together. So peers also teach peer conflict. if you are having an argument with your friends, if your friend teases you, what you need to do, and then peer rejections, how you handle embarrassing feedback or teasing by your friends. Okay. And then at the end of the 14 weeks, they have like, we call it graduation. So they will be presented by a certificate, and there's also final review, and there's a party, normal party after the end of the 14 weeks. That's how peers, intervention of peers program all about. So research by Mandelberg in 2000. So these results from the peers pilot. So before we start in Netherlands, we also do the RCT. So before we start with RCT, we have to do a pilot test first. In 2015, we did see improvement in terms of social knowledge and also social responsiveness of the children after 14-week session. So we only measure in T1 and T2. So T1 is before and T2 is post-assessment. So after pilot study is quite promising, and then we did larger scales research, which consists of 106 participants. We called the study as ACCEPT study. So we divide the group into peers and road. So children who involved in peers and road. Road means active control condition, where we teach your children on the issues of the related to teens, like sexual communication, friendship, and so on. Root and peers share the same 14-week session, but root does not involve parents. It's only involved one group, teens group, but peers involve teens and also parent group. Okay. Then we measure using observational measures. So observational measures that we did is called CAS measure. So CAS measure, we ask the children to communicate. In 3 minutes, we videotape, and then we ask the child to communicate with a normal kid, normal teen. After 3 minutes, then we score, and then we see how whether they improve in terms of social communication, social awareness, social motivation, and so on. In our research, we also involve teachers. So teachers fill in the assessment tools online. So the teachers don't know whether the students are in a peers or group. So these are the data from my research. So we use SSIS rating scale. So it's these are the total SSIS rating scale. So in SSIS we have social motivation, social awareness, and so on. So it means that how to read the graph is that if you see the blue color, so it shows that the peers group improve after after 14 weeks. So it's also pre-post. So before peers started, and then post assessment, and then after that, after 14 weeks, the gap is 14 weeks, and then we also collect another data, and then we see that whether there's improvement in peers or road group. In SSIS, they have cooperation and also engagement. It shows that in cooperation, peers group improve, and also peers group improved in social engagement. Social cooperation and social engagement improved. In social responsiveness, is the total score of social responsiveness in parents. So parents also assess their children. So it shows that peers also improved in social communication, social motivation, and so on. So if you see the graph is go down, it's actually good, because SRS measures, we want to see the decrement of the graph in the graph. Okay, so it's good. It's significant. In terms of autistic mannerism, it's also decreased. So peers also shows decrement in after 14 weeks.